Kia ora te whānau. We're up to question 6, and this is part 7b still. Write a program to input a number word, 10, 50, or 100, and print out all the even numbers up to this number. If the word is none of these, the program should print the message not recognized. Okay, I thought today would be a little bit different. I actually don't know how to do this. A couple of things spring to mind. You could sit here and you could program in if it's 1, if it's 2, if it's 3, if it's 4, and then 100 and times it by that, and a lot of maths involved. Your program would end up being very, very long. But what I suspect is that there is a library out there, a function out there that already does this. I don't know what it is. I've never needed to do this before. I've never done this before. So I thought together we could go through the process of finding that out. You won't have seen this, but actually for some of the programs in here that we've done, I need to do a lot of Googling. And that is most of what I do when I'm actually coding. I am back to the reference all the time. I'm on Google all the time. Even if I write a program and it works, quite often I want to go through it line by line, see if there's ways that I can improve it. That is how I do most of my learning. I hope you are doing that. If you don't know the answer, Google it. It's not cheating. It's what you're expected to do. That is it on a big poster. In fact, that poster is right behind the camera. Every time I look at the camera, I am looking at that poster and that mantra. Okay, so off to Google we go. How am I going to find this? I'm going to say something like, oh goodness, you can see everything that I've looked for recently. You can see I've had a lot of technical issues, particularly with Adobe XD. That's a story for another day. Let's go Python. Python, and I want to say convert words to numbers. And here's a bit of roulette. I don't know what we're going to find. I haven't done this before. And here's a website called Stack Overflow. Become very familiar with this website. This is a website that regular programmers like you or me put up their problems and have the community answer them. Best thing about Python is it's such a good community out there. That's actually where a lot of the value lies, is people who have had the same problems that you're going to have, who have already provided answers. Oh look, there's something here called word to number. Let's click in there. Let's see how they've done it. And here's the question: is there a way to do this with a library or class or anything? So that's exactly what we're trying to do. Here is the code that somebody else has already written that you would have had to make if you weren't using a library. It's quite extensive. There's lots of stuff in there that you wouldn't have done before. You could copy and paste this code, as long as you attribute it to this person. That's okay, you could do that. Have you learnt anything at that point? Probably not. Okay. I have just released a Python module, PyPy, called word to number for the exact purpose. So this person has written this module already. They have released it into the Python library module. Don't forget, anything in that library is made by a developer somewhere, right? And they're just a person, and they just spent time making this so that they could use it for a project, or so that you could use it for a project. And the community is great like that. I suggest you utilize the community as much as possible. You have to be a bit cautious sometimes. Make sure you're not downloading malicious code. But the internet is built on trust. Programming is built on trust. If it looks good, it's probably safe to use. Okay, so here's how you use it. From word to number, import W2 to N. Print word to number dot word to number 2,003,984, and it's coming out as a number. Okay, and that's exactly what we want to do. Let's do it. Let's see if it works. So from word to number, import WT2N. Whoops, let's get rid of our program from the last time. I hope you're saving all of these programs and not just deleting them like I am. So we're going from word to number, import. We've imported things before. What that's doing is it's going to the Python library on the internet. It's looking for a package called word to number, and it's pulling out this function. Well, it's actually an object, but we won't go into that too much, or a class, and import W to N. Okay. How else did we use it? I don't know if you can see that. Here we go. Zoom in a little bit. Print. Oh, they're in Python 2, I think. I wonder if it will work. Who knows? Let's try it. If it doesn't work, we'll keep going. WTN.word2num, and then you put in a string. Print WTN.word2num. Two. It's going to do some installing. And hopefully it works. No, it doesn't. What have I done? It has no attribute word to num. Word underscore to underscore num. I've done it wrong. Ah, there you go. Success. And that's that done. Unfortunately, I have to hide it out and disappear for a while. But that's it. That's it completed. See you later.